Well, Infosys has reported a fairly strong Q1. In fact, the revenue growth has been higher than expectations. On the deal wins front also, it's been fairly strong. They've clocked in highest quarterly growth in a decade. They upped the FY22 revenue growth guidance. However, they've maintained the operating margin guidance. But in Q1, we are seeing some amount of margin pressure there. On the revenue front, revenue growth in constant currency terms has been at 4.8% sequentially and 16.9% YOY. Large deal flows remain strong with TCV of deals of $2.6 billion in Q1. They have upped the FY22 revenue guidance to 14.6%. This is higher than what ETNA poll was expecting, and this is also higher versus their earlier guidance of 12 to 14% for FY22. They've retained the FY22 operating margin guidance of 22 to 24% despite higher attrition levels. Also, if you look at the operating margin for Q1, it has come in below expectations. Margins have dipped 80 bips on a sequential basis to 23.7% on account of the impact of wage hikes and other variable costs, but some of the impact has been offset on account of currency benefits as well as better utilization. If you look at the free cash flow generation also, that's been fairly strong. Digital revenues now stand at 53.9% of the total revenues, and they have grown at 42% in constant currency terms on a YOY basis. Growth has been broad-based across verticals and across sectors, and management commentary is also upbeat. Salil Parekh, who's the MD and CEO of Infosys, states that the overall demand outlook looks good and pricing is fairly stable, at least at the start of the fiscal, and they're not seeing too many constraints on the pricing front. They remain confident of 22 to 24% operating margin because they have a few levers on the margin front, and of which one of the lever is that there is opportunity on the pricing front on the digital. In fact, if you look at the deal wins also, deal wins is a mix of small and large deal wins, and deals are across data, analytics and cloud. They're seeing good deal pipeline in financial services, in retail, manufacturing, life sciences, utilities. They won 22 large deal wins in Q1, of which 9 are in financial services and 2 in manufacturing. And they're seeing a lot of uptake in cloud adoption, cloud migration, and also they're also seeing good amount of uptick in demand, especially coming in from retail. And this demand in retail is coming in from after a very long time. So that is suggesting that probably consumer sentiment on the retail front is turning positive. The TMT segment has been slightly soft YOY, but it has been good on a sequential basis. Energy utilities vertical has been still soft, but manufacturing segment or vertical is seeing industry leading growth, and this is across aerospace, automotive and industrial. So yes, so far a fairly strong Q1 from Infosys, and in fact we have seen fairly strong numbers even from TCS as well as Mindtree. All the managements have stated of a double-digit growth in FY22. Margins have been under pressure for all the three companies so far, and we are seeing higher attrition levels as well. Infosys was up by close to around 2% in today's trade, and expect a lot of analysts are still bullish on the stock as the buyback is still continuing. The buyback has already started from Infosys just around the start of June, around the mid of June.